Welcome to Doughboys Double. I'm the Bean Boy, Nick Weiger, along with the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell. Mitch.
Wags, we're here on the tournament.
Well said. Mitch, speaking of the tournament, I want just...
It's munch time, bitch. Is that better?
I think that's great.
That's so good.
It's munch time, bitch.
It's munch time, bitch.
It's fun to say. A little stank on it. So... I'm speaking of it being munch time, bitch. I want to address something up top, and then we'll move on from it because I don't want to overtake our episode.
Ooh,
this is
apology incoming.
Okay. I'm just gonna read this real quick.
Okay.
The taco group, as delineated by Commissioner Susser from Thursday's episode, failed to include signature items designated as tacos on the Taco Bell menu, including the Chalupa Supreme, the Cheesy Gordita Crunch, and the Doritos Cheesy Gordita Crunch. Big items, major items.
Yes. Some would say favorites.
Some would say favorites. They were inexplicably excluded from the taco group, which we just covered with Carl. So we will have a major update about this scandal that some are calling Taco Gate on Thursday's main feed episode. So that's all we're going to say about it right now. But on Thursday, we will get into it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do want to get into something else right now.
What's that?
Dune 2! Mitch, I love Dune 2. I know you were a little lukewarm on it. Casey, you were a big Dune 2 fan.
I love Dune 2. I think Dune 2 is the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Casey. I love it. I love it. I love this take.
God. I'm going to get in so much trouble.
It's okay that you weren't, like, blown away by it. You didn't hate the movie. You just, like, weren't, like, you think maybe some of the praise is overblown.
I think that some patients who are, like, near the end of life, if the doctor just brings in a TV with Dune 2 on it, they'll go right out.
I gave you an out. I was trying to give you an out. I was trying to give you an off-ramp.
I'm just saying it can be used as euthanasia. It's long. It's long and boring.
It is long. I think it's insane to call it boring. I think it is a beautiful, austere,
I'm gonna get in trouble.
pristinely made
people
movie.
Don't like my movie taste no matter what. I didn't hear that Dune 2 sucked from Bugmain or from Jack.
You saw it on your own.
I saw it on my own opening night.
Right.
I just didn't. It's long. I liked the first one, and I like Prisoners. I like Sicario. I loved.
Great director.
It didn't feel like a complete movie to me either.
We were hashing out pronunciation in advance of the record. Denis Villeneuve, something like that. Villeneuve.
Looks like
Right.
Jemmy's making her decision right now on what side she wants to be on in Dune Gate.
Jemmy loves long movies because it means long snugs.
Aw, well.
Ruff needed more mentats. Ruff. Jemmy, I do agree with you. It could have used some more mentats.
There's a lot of boring stretches of the movie.
I disagree. I did not find anything boring. I thought, if anything, it was unrelenting. But there's an interesting perspective. I like that you.
The biggest set piece when they fight a mine cart, basically.
That's a real. I don't agree with that characterization of that set piece. I think it's great.
Yeah, God.
Pretty. I think it's really. But all that said,
there's cool stuff in it. It looks cool.
That's the thing. It looks
there's
amazing.
Stuff that looks good. Then there's also like a scene with ants that looks very fake. I mean, like it is interesting. Whatever.
I think it's a pretty. Spectacular movie.
That's also not why I dislike the movie.
Yes.
I think that it's not a full, complete movie. Everyone thinks my movie's opinion sucks.
It's a chapter of a story.
I gave it 2.5. I gave it 2.5 stars.
I think
maybe it could be 3 stars.
I think viewed as a whole, I think that Dune 1 and Dune 2 is something of a triumph. I think it's pretty incredible. And I actually liked the first Dune more than Dune 2 after one viewing of Dune 2. I'm going to see it again. My opinion might change. But I still think it's just like, I just wanted to land the plane, especially knowing the source. And I think it just absolutely like exceeded my expectations. So, yeah.
They landed a plane. It took them a few hours to land it.
It's a bumpy ride.
Look, I'm just going to get in trouble. I mean, we're doing this on the Patreon. I should just take this one public with the main feed at one point.
Well, you post on your Letterboxd account, so I think it kind of is public. Can I do one thing I think we agreed on? Mm-hmm. Austin Butler is great in the movie.
Austin Butler's pretty good in the movie.
And Mitch, I actually have a thing that might get us out of this, which is I have a new character.
Okay.
Austin Butler plays Fade Rout the Harkonnen in Dune Part 2. Mm-hmm. Also, of course, plays Elvis in Elvis. My new character, Elvis Harkonnen.
So what would he sound like, Wags?
Priscilla, baby, Colonel Tom is sending me to the desert planet Arrakis. I gotta take over spice production from my no-good brother. Sorry, Scylla.
I thought it would at least be like,
Priscilla, baby, I need my spice. I can't get through my Vegas residency without the spice melange.
I thought that I would be like, huh? I'm all spiced up or something like that.
Well, yeah, there could be songs. There could be songs in there.
I love it, Nick. Great job.
Thanks.
Casey, I think there's some issue with you. You loved that bit. You love Dune 2.
I saw it last night. I'm still riding the high.
I saw it
of
yesterday.
spice.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Priscilla, baby, this Paul Atreides is a real thorn in my side. Calling himself Muad'Dib, claiming to be the off-world prophet.
You're a puns guy, and all you're doing is you're just saying stuff from the movie in a shaky Elvis voice.
Yeah, that's what the character
Say some
does.
sort of...
The specifics are funny. Let's introduce our guest from the
How
podcast.
about like, wait, what does he say? So don't you, I don't know, look in my blue colored eyes. Fuck.
Instead of blue suede shoes.
Yes, I'm saying that's not
my
good.
blue spice eyes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I thought you would do something like that.
Right. Instead of in the ghetto, in the desert.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you could do like a find and replace with a song. It's another option,
It's
another
just,
angle.
I think that movie, I said this beforehand.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's very long and boring, but also
Disagree.
I was also look. My theater was hot. I was in the Alamo Draft House.
Well, there's your issue. You were getting sleepy.
There was an issue with it felt like Arrakis, as they say. Is that the desert planet? Who cares?
Who cares? Come on.
I just think that there's a weird thing with movies now where they're like, it's not a full movie. It's like a part of a movie.
That's the thing. It's like the source, and it's been years since I read the book, but the book's like 600 pages. You can't do it in one movie. When they try to do it in one movie in the past, they've either had to completely change things, or it's just like, it's so compressed and compact. Like, there's no way to pull off this story. I'm so much happier that this is 2.5 hour movies as opposed to a 10-part like HBO Max series, right? Like, this is like a much better way to handle it.
All right, no, I can agree with that. I like that it's a movie.
So, but yes, it's not a complete story because it's two halves of one whole, which I agree that there's some frustrations about that. That was one issue with Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. It's like not fully complete.
I can't say other issues I have. We'll have to discuss it later.
Well, yeah, we don't get into spoiler territory. But yeah.
You can read my long text.
Okay.
I sent a lot about them.
All right, great. Is that on multiple group threads?
Yes.
So I can. Okay, great.
Can you send it to me also?
Yeah.
I'll send you my complaints.
Do you want to do a live reading of it right now?
No, I think I'll probably get in some trouble for some of it.
Priscilla, baby, tell Colonel Tom I can't play my guitar. A Bene Gesserit put my hand in a pain box, Priscilla.
This is as good as the movie.
I agree.
Our guest, who I won't call the Dune 2 of podcast guest because Mitch is lukewarm on Dune 2, but from me and Casey's perspective, the Dune 2 of podcast guest, a great guest.
Can we ask
one of our
something we
favorites.
old, like everyone just like agrees on? Except it feels like a lot of America loves Dune 2.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty rapturously received. The consensus Dune 2 of podcast guests. For the podcast XOXO Gossip Kings, his new album, Highly Sensitive Person, is available now on all digital platforms, featuring our own Mike Mitchell. Lamar Woods is back. Lamar, thanks for being here.
What's up? What's good?
Wow, what a treat to have you.
Dune 2 thoughts right off the bat.
I'm just terrified when I watch it. I'm gonna hear his voice doing the fucking Elvis thing. I'm only gonna have wise but like this in my head. But I don't know I don't know shit about Dune. Like, I don't know about the books, but I saw the first one and I liked it.
Yeah.
Just without any context. And now I'm excited to see the second one. But now that you're lukewarm, it sounds like we have the same taste in movies, though.
Yeah, well,
What's your favorite movie the last few years? Or the last
few years?
It's
Oh,
been
man,
rough.
that's a great question. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I love.
Good movie.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was good.
What how about you? What's
Dune. No,
I like Dune 1.
Yeah.
I like Dune 1.
Dune 1's awesome.
I did like Dune 1, so I'm not being...
Okay, so you just wanted more from it then.
Just the second one, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a complete movie.
Yeah, I feel you.
I like him as a director.
I think that's a fair criticism. It has a lot it needs to cram in there.
Visually, and also I think that they could. Well, it's just that sort of thing of like, will there be a third one? Is kind of what.
Because I'm wondering what when you said, I was going to ask you before we started when you said that. I was going to ask you where you saw it. I wonder how much that affects it because I don't like seeing movies there at the Draft House anymore.
I like the Draft House. We're going to review it soon.
Yeah.
But where'd y'all see it? The guys who liked it.
I went to the Vista and it was an incredible.
That's where I'm going to go see it.
Great crowd.
Yeah, I bet it was lit up in there.
I think that's
all that food. It's just I don't like I don't like when there's food in the.
I agree with you.
This is a big thing. We're gonna review it with Drew McQueen. We've been meaning to review it forever, but
we were going to do it, and then the strike shut everything down, and then we're like, it's weird to review a movie theater chain during the strike. It feels like we're promoting a movie.
I was still going.
Actually, I was still going to movies during the strike. I mean, what were we supposed to do? You know?
Oh yeah.
Not watch anything
during the strike. Yes. Yeah.
But it would have felt weird to spotlight it. I think.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant COVID, which was what was in my head.
It's weird how the strike and COVID have the same
Very
relationship.
Similar.
Right.
100%. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Bad stuff. Bad times.
I guess it's
here.
like the lack of control or something.
Yeah, if they felt very similar when I was going through COVID, it felt like what the strike felt like. Where I was like, I guess I'll get up and go pick it. Oh, it's 1 p.m. Never mind.
That's how I would do it. I mean, I'll go tomorrow and you wake up, you're like, oh, they already done. Fuck it.
There was some where they were like finished at 11 a lot of the time, and I was just like, oops.
Yeah. It's fun. Was that your first time picketing? I ain't never picketed my whole life.
I may have been to other, I've been to a not first time a union I've been in struck because I wasn't in the union in 2007. But I've been to other pickets just to support whatever, other
picketed
workers.
Subway when they removed Jared.
Yeah.
Did you get to write a sign for that one? I love the creativity of that. Let me write something funny on here. But yeah, man, fuck all that. We done with that. Unless the other one happens.
Yeah, Yahtzee's Teamsters could also strike, which we'll of course support, but we'll see.
The funny signs I never, especially when I went to pick a sign, which I probably should have made my own, which I think you did, but a lot of people don't make their own signs, to be clear. They have signs there for you to take and pick it with.
Right.
And a lot of them will be funny, and I hated grabbing the funny signs. I didn't like grab. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get one, and it's like, could I be any more of a picket sign?
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, well, yeah, I get that. And then if you do pick that one up, what would happen to me a couple times is someone would be like, "Oh, did you write on Friends?" I was like, "No, this one was just here. I just grabbed it. I'm not a Friends writer."
Wait, did you grab a Friends
I
writer
saw
sign?
that one. I wonder if that was you.
I can't remember which one I grabbed. Someone else wrote, but it was for a show that was more interesting than any of my credits, which is most shows. And it was like a Mandalorian sign or something like that. And people were like, "Oh, cool, I love Mandalorian." It's like, "Oh yeah, this one was just lying here."
If you feel like if you didn't go the first 2 weeks, you just didn't get an opportunity to write a joke.
Right.
It was like they took over, and it just became whoever wrote it, and then you got to just pick one.
And I would just be hunting for signs that had nothing on.
That's
them.
I didn't want any joke. I was like, this ain't nothing funny about this.
I agree. Yeah.
But I mean, it was nice though for morale.
Yeah, it helps some people's morale. So I'm kind of neutiral on it overall. but yeah, thankfully that's behind us. Thankfully
Strike
we can talk about
Dune 2 a little too long.
So it was just too I saw the Oppenheimers and there was something else I just saw. Killers of the Flower Moon. Did you like that?
I love Killers of the Flower Moon.
They are long. And I love movies. I love going to theater. But when I saw Killers of the Flower Moon, I was just I felt really upset that I had time to do this because I was like, what the fuck? What am I doing? It was a lot of my day.
That's at 3 hours, right? It's not even below.
Over. It's over 3
hours.
It's closer to 3.5. It's huge.
So that's longer than Dune 2 then.
Yeah.
All right, that's good then.
Yeah.
It's very long. It's great.
It's good.
And people don't like that one as much, and
I'm probably gonna like it.
I think that was well received.
It's always cool to see kind of young hipstery people yell at Martin Scorsese, the guy who has done more for film than anyone in any living person possibly.
Who's advocating for some obscure Tibetan movie and bringing this to Western audiences using his own platform for that. He's been a tremendous good for world cinema. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was kind of in the past. Are people still yelling at Scorsese?
They still get mad at him. I don't know.
Yeah,
get mad at Scorsese.
Little shot, shade, just little shade, but
not
a little
bit of shade,
not loud shade, I guess.
Yeah,
but I thought it was cool. I mean, I'm gonna go see it and tell y'all what I think. But my suspension of disbelief is really I can pretty much enjoy anything. I'm not that critical.
I mean, the world is like fun. You know, it's a fun world. Look, I don't think that it's. I did say it's. In my review, I said Dune 2 stinks, but I don't.
He's just gonna put in notice.
Yeah.
He already sent it to me this morning.
Unrelated.
In hindsight, I don't think it's.
He deleted the whole episode. He's got that red button. I don't know what happens if you press that red button?
It fucking washes out all Doughboys episodes. It would be. I mean, it would just be a service to the world to do that. We'd be free. It would be like Genie at the end of Aladdin. We'd be free.
I think it's actually.
Remember when Robin Williams died and people posted like, "You're free, Genie."
Yeah, really insane meme. Insane
it was
meme.
Like, don't do that.
Completely unhinged.
The disrespect, man. Internet, man.
They're fools. I mean, they also love Dune 2.
These are not the same people.
Yeah,
they're not the same people.
I'd say it's a lot of the same.
Don't you love though that he had he has this much clout and he has given this much budget. He makes something so fucking weird. Like isn't that kind of like you look at it as just like
I don't dislike
resting.
him as a director. I like him as I told you I love Sicario, which I know a lot of people, which Jack Allison hates, and I love it. Jack probably doesn't even want me to say that. I mean, whatever. There's
he doesn't give a shit.
Well, I feel like people always are like Bugman and Jack are like they don't at all, but also. I love Sicario.
They think they're the Mitch whisperers.
Yes.
Which there's not real full truth to. I feel like sometimes they like you have an opinion and they're kind of like all nudging you a little bit. But I think in general,
you're not helping this. That's insane. No, what opinion do you think they've nudged me?
I think when you
The Last Jedi.
I won't even say nudge. I'll say that like sometimes you have something that you generally dislike, and then they are helping you articulate what you dislike about it.
That's fucking bullshit. You're just calling me dumb.
I'm not calling you dumb.
Hey guys, relax, man. Let me see the movie and then
you watch something and you don't like it, and then they put into words what you can't think of. That's not true. Give me an example of it.
We don't need to get into it.
The Last Jedi, first of all, we went to Last Jedi. I was like, you better not talk during this movie to Bugman because he will just be like, this sucks. He'll like be doing that.
Oh, he said that there. Oh yeah, I don't like that.
No, I mean and then like during the movie, like Princess Leia flew, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I was so angry at the screen. I mean, it looks like shit.
I understand you this is the thing. Like people disliking Last Jedi, I understand, even as someone who likes that movie, because like it's like, yeah, it's a big swing, and if it doesn't connect, it's like makes some huge choices. Like Dune 2, I feel like if you like Dune 1, I'm just surprised you didn't like Dune 2. Because to me, it's just like more of what's great about Dune 1.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like I have complaints about it that I didn't source out to Bugman and Jack, who haven't seen the movie yet. So my thoughts on it are
they're your own thoughts.
Bugman
your own
and Jack.
Man.
I've never had them.
We get it.
Man.
We understand.
I've never had them.
I hate Dune 2. Man. Goddamn, I ain't no boy, ain't no little boy. I'm a man, and I don't like that movie. Yeah, I feel you, man. Don't let them change you, man.
I mean, I'm still mad about this line. It's bullshit.
I'll walk it back.
You should walk it all the way back. Walk in a fucking Arrakis and fucking die in the desert with it, you fucking asshole. Fucking bullshit. They don't. I look, I know the podcast joke is I'm a dumb guy. I'm smarter than so many of you fucking idiots. I'm smarter than a lot of you. Just because I stumble over my words, I'm smarter than a lot of you. Not all of you, but a lot of you fucking idiots.
Oh, man, look at the dog.
Wags, do you agree with that?
I agree. Yes, you're smarter than...
You dumb fucks. I'm smarter than you fucking idiots.
I'm smarter than a lot of our annoying fans.
You must feel pretty bad right now. Look, it stinks.
Now you're trolling a little bit.
Now I'm trolling a little bit.
You're trolling a little
bit. If that's what you mean by like Jack and Bug getting my brain to troll more, not even really, but like I think that when people push back so much and those guys are leaning into it, it's like they're right. You're like, you know what I mean? Right. I'll be more on their side. I was saying too, Spider-Verse 2, which is a movie that people like love, doesn't feel like a complete movie. There's a new trend in movies where it's like, give me more of a beginning, middle, and end to this movie. And I know that that's a hard thing to pull off. And I do think that it's weird. And I said 2.5 to 3. That's not even that bad.
Right.
Like, you don't want me to have it be a 5? You know what I mean?
I think there's a danger that people are you're going to face a backlash over this, and then you're going to go further towards hater territory because that's a more comfortable place. That's where the love is. People are like, we also don't like Dune 2. You're right, Mitch. That movie sucks. You're going to go towards that sort of.
I wish
segment.
I never said my opinion on Last Jedi. It's just bad.
Right.
It never helps. That movie sucks.
You didn't like the part where they fight all the red cats?
We were just talking about the scene this morning with David and
I know. I remember seeing people being
slow
like,
motion
awesome.
when the lightsabers came off, and it was like, ah.
I mean,
great sequence.
It's like,
I didn't really like it that much either.
Would be like one of the coolest Super Bowl commercials you could ever see.
Oh man, I feel like we got the same taste. Though.
I think we do.
I think I just don't know how to articulate. Maybe you can help me articulate my opinion.
No.
Nudge me to where I'm supposed to be.
I'll just say this: don't follow me down this path. It's bad. People don't like me.
I just want to be more confident. Like, I'm just a people pleaser, so I'll just be like whatever everyone else likes. I'll just say it. So I want to have your confidence to be like, man, that movie sucked. Like, I'm
scared right now. I think that people are going to be mad. They will be mad, but it's okay. It's fine.
I don't even think you said anything that harsh about Dune 2.
No, it's a 2.5 to. I don't even like ranking movies by stars either, but I do it on Letterboxd, and it makes me feel like I'm doing. I got to just stop reviewing modern movies. That's what I think a lot of smart people in our industry do. Is they don't give a star review.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to work
sort of gain?
with. I don't know if a fucking sandworm could swallow me.
Because Shai Hulud might get you stuck in their throat?
I think it would be like a shower plug or whatever. I think I would be like There's some stuff with. I wish that there was even more cool stuff with the sandworms. There's some okay stuff.
I think it's pretty cool. Let's talk. We got to talk about Taco Bell because we
spent 22 minutes on Dune 2. Times that by what? Times that by 15 to get the actual movie length.
It's a big boy.
It's a long
movie.
Yeah, it's a long movie. Look, our show sucks too. There's a thing in entertainment. I talked about this recently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People are so like, oh my God, I've made so much stuff that sucks.
Right, of course.
Including things I've written.
Yeah, and you're
things
like
that I've been in, and you make stuff that's bad. People shouldn't be that offended by it. It happens.
If anything, people are too precious about taking any sort.
Yes.
And this sounds as podcasters who get annoyed by everyone criticizing everything that we say on the show. But it also
that doesn't mean they're not annoying.
But it also gets annoying. Yeah, you are annoying. But it also people have kind of gotten too precious about like, oh, I don't want to say because I'm at all involved in the industry. I don't want to say anything critical about anyone's work ever. I don't want to say anything anyone
might
made.
know the
exactly, yeah.
Like we might know him, Villanelle.
Yeah, I mean that's
right.
If he watched or listened to this episode, which he won't, I would get him being like, "Fucking Mitch," like I'd get it, like I'd be annoying to him.
Yeah,
and he would be right. I mean, he would be right to be mad at me for it. But I also like his work.
You could work with Florence Pugh or something. You know what I mean? Like this could absolutely happen.
I would love to work with Florence Pugh.
I fucking hated working on that movie.
I keep calling her Pugh,
like the church pew.
I'll get it right when we work together.
Pew pew pew.
I like the director of Dune. I'm not going to tell Denis or
Denis DV. We'll call him old DV.
I like his work.
He's great.
He makes a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
I like his movies. I fucked up. What do you want me to do?
You're doing great.
I haven't.
Stand on that business. Don't worry about it.
I have a call back with him tomorrow.
For Dune 3.
For Dune 3.
I mean, that'd be fun. My boy's in this movie. We're gonna. He didn't like Dune 2, but we're gonna watch it. That would be the great irony because they seem like they would. I can see you in there. I mean, I don't know the characters, but I can see something in there.
Well, yeah, there is like we went over. There is an Elvis Harkonnen in there, so that's one guy to be ready for.
I didn't realize how star-studded it was, though. That makes me more excited to see it. But I'm gonna check it out. Yeah.
Here's my thought. It's like
Scylla, baby, I gotta shake my hips because there's worm sign.
Oh my God.
Let me see if I can do that. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Like that.
Pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby, what's all this spice over here? It
See,
Hey, you got some seasoned salt? I gotta make a peanut butter sandwich. But I think I'm supposed to be the one, but I'm not. Think about it.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
I feel like I've been going on podcasts lately, and I've been doing access really badly. So I'm trying to redeem myself a little bit, but because I'm not good.
I think you're doing great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Character
work
work is overrated.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. When am I going to need to do that?
There's no pickles on the shelf, man. Like like that's like every podcast.
What are you talking about? What?
Oh, so much character work is just like.
You ever go on a date, like you match with somebody, and then because they're not a comedian, but because you're a comedian, they just go into accent, like go into character.
Yes.
They be like, "I'll have the soup." Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right.
I'm like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
It's supposed to make me laugh.
You have more confidence than me because I'm just like, I just politely laugh at the insane thing that they do.
That's a strange thing when you encounter someone like, wait, you're just doing a bit or a character like in the wild. Like we're just hanging out and you're just you're just being a guy.
There's just a lot of characters that are like, a lot of characters are bad. I'm not going into full hater mode. There's plenty of good characters in the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of character comedy, I don't know. It's just not I can't do it that well. So maybe that's why I don't like it as
You're
much.
great at it.
Look, people don't like Tomorrow War. They're pretty vocal about it. They like Dune 2. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It doesn't.
Okay.
I like that, by the way. I thought it was dope.
I liked it.
We got the same taste in movies.
Yeah. It was dope.
People love Last of Us. They don't like Twisted Metal as much as Last of Us. Like things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Do I think all those people in both those games were wrong? Yes.
Twisted Metal has been, I think, really well received.
Yeah, no, it has.
Good show.
It has.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I think
people
as
hate
long as
on
you
stuff.
genuinely don't like,
Definitely
I hate when people don't like something just because it's popular.
Right.
I don't like that. Where it's like, oh, you guys are all crazy, but it's like, no, they clearly this must be a good movie for both the two of y'all in this room to like it. It must be someone.
There's plenty of popular stuff that I do love. I think that's a thing that people.
Yeah.
That's a misconception about me.
Yeah.
Is that if it's popular, I'm a hater.
Baldur's Gate 3 is popular, and you know what? It's my favorite game.
Mario's the most popular plumber video game character in the world.
You didn't even have to add plumber to that. You could just said video game character.
I guess you're right. Yeah. In fact, I can't even come up with number 2 for plumber.
Luigi.
Oh, Luigi.
Also in his franchise.
His brother. Does Toad ever plumb? He maybe does occasionally. Maybe Peach has held the plunger. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I like popular stuff.
I feel like I don't like when you have a plumber come to your house. I was like really intimidated. I haven't had one because my water was leaking in the bathtub, and then he told me what to do. He was like, "All right, don't worry, I fixed it. It's not gonna leak anymore." And then he left, and then I took a shower, and now it just either it gets really hot now, like it doesn't get cold. And I don't know. I'm like scared it's calling back. I don't know what to do.
Well, it's also the sort of thing of like they went down a road of like where I'm like, you know what to do, and you're like, you feel like so much more of like an adult or you feel like so much more of. And there's also like a masculinity thing where I'm like, you feel like more of like a man than me.
And
I'm like, that's fun. And like, I'm afraid is it like in my head, I'm like, is my shit just clogging up the pipes?
Sure, right.
Like there's a lot of things with
like he's just
plumbers.
looking down on me. I'm like, all right, whatever you say, boss. And then now I'm like, he fucked it up though.
He maybe did. He
now I
gotta
just, and I feel like I'm just taking it right now.
Or I'll come back over and I'll be like, actually, you fucked it up. You know what I mean?
You're not doing it right. Because he's like, don't freak out. It's gonna still drip after, but it will stop. And I'm like, yeah, I know how water works, but and I'm sick of plumbers. That's my take. You don't like Dune 2. I don't like plumbers.
Yeah, cut the shit, plumbers. You think you know a lot about water? What's the world in Avatar 2? No, Avatar 2.
Oh, the Pandora?
Yeah, but what the hell is the specific water world? Is there a name for it?
It's Pandora, right?
Is it just Pandora?
You mean like the country?
Yeah.
Because it was Pandora was the planet,
right?
And then where they was kicking it at.
Oh, right. There's like this different,
it was like Splash Mountain. That movie was tight too.
That was great. Water's awesome.
I love Avatar 2.
Water's great.
And Avatar 2 is very popular, and I love Avatar 2.
It's great.
Yeah.
Anyways, now we've pushed it to 30 minutes.
Let's talk Taco Bell. Okay, so Taco Bell. Here's the first thing I want to start with, because you previously in our main feed reviewed guisados.
Yeah.
And we love guisados. This is a much more Americanized version of Mexican food, obviously. But do you like this sort of like?
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you? I think it's fair to say Taco Bell's a little bit less authentic than guisados.
Did you revisit guisados? Because
I did, yeah.
Has it bumped
I
it
have
up or
bad
no?
news though. Well, I went there. Yeah, man, I was so excited because I had a great time, and I wanted the fish tacos again.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say really because I love that place so much, but I don't know what happened, but yeah, I ate there, and it was bad. I met a friend who I hadn't seen in a long time. Like I haven't seen him in like a few months. And I was like, oh, let's go to Gil. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. He loved it. I got the tacos, and then we went to a bar next door. And I just spent the entire bar in the bathroom.
Oh,
I was just
man.
it ruined my whole night. It was bad too. I was like, and then I had to go in the girls' bathroom.
Oh,
Cause it was that bad where somebody was in the men's one, and I just couldn't.
Nightmare.
I couldn't. And I was sitting in there like, man, I feel like there's like 30 women out here waiting for me to get out. And I was like, oh my god. But,
that's a true nightmare.
But I'm not gonna give up on it. It could have been just the day or what I had, how I managed my stomach that day, but. It was still good.
Which is a bad. Oh, you do have stomach.
Yes.
Yeah. So I got to figure it out. I don't know what it was exactly. It could have been the cheese. I got the cheese quesadilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could have been that. I mean, I shouldn't be eating cheese, but I just haven't accepted that part of my life yet.
It's tough because there's things that you like and they fuck you up, but you're just like, well, maybe we could have like one or something, or you have an occasion. It's like, I just shouldn't do this to myself anymore. I had a stretch where, and I feel like I have, I'm blessed to not have like the worst gastrointestinal tract in the world. Like I'm feel like I'm overall fine, but like I had like a week where I was just like, I'm not gonna have any dairy, and I felt great. I felt like $1 million.
Right.
But it's just like I like it so much that it's just like it's hard to live without it,
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a catch. Do you just want to live your life?
Yeah.
But then, in real reality, it's like I'm not really living because I'm spending most of it in the bathroom.
Yes, right.
But I think there's it's got to be a way to do both, right? Like, or I just got to give this shit up. Like alcohol is the same way too, where I'm like, I like to drink a lot, but when I don't do it, man, I feel great.
I know.
Maybe and I have 2 drinks now, and it can affect me just
horrible night's sleep. Yeah, exactly.
You gave up dairy for a full month.
No, for a week. I gave up. I mean, I gave up meat obviously for like a year.
Breast milk too, or still.
Let me get some of them titty milk. I bet that shit don't hurt your stomach, huh? Well, I don't know.
I'm curious. I think probably as an adult, if you had a baby's amount of breast milk, it probably would fuck you up.
There's no lactose in breast milk.
Oh, there's no lactose.
That's what bothers me.
Drink away, boys.
Yeah. Shout out to all so I ain't gotta take my pill.
Our listeners are tying their bonnets on right now.
Well, the reason I was thinking that because someone told me
a lot of babies can't have dairy. Like a lot of new moms with newborn babies have to cut dairy out because babies can't handle it either. So
man,
breast milk doesn't have lactose in it. Yeah.
Isn't the lactose like not even that? Like it's some part of dairy that
there's something
not
like
supposed to be
humans
there?
are the only animal that drinks or consumes the milk of another animal. Like no other species does that. Like we're kind of weird for doing that. So it's like makes sense that our bodies can't fully process it.
That makes me feel really a lot better. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
I've tried breast milk. A friend, I don't want to. I talked about.
You talked about this on the podcast. Yeah. You're not revealing anything new.
So I said that. I said who it was. Did I say who it was too? Or
I don't remember.
Whatever. I drank a friend's breast milk.
I've tried it.
They try to trick me into it. It tastes like nothing.
Is it like nothing?
Yeah, it tastes like
it's like liquid gold. If you put it on pimples, acne goes away.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Whoa, that's
same
amazing.
thing with like psoriasis and eczema. Breast milk on it, gone.
Holy shit.
They're so like
I just glad I have some reasons to ask for it now.
They're so
I got this pimple. You might give me a little breast milk? I got a big
lady dressing in the street. Hey,
I gotta hit the
help me
red
out here.
carpet
I got a pimple.
Clear my skin. Thank you.
You're a lifesaver, ma'am.
He's like, anytime. I'll be here every Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, that's good to know. Let's talk about. It's a fun fact.
Yeah,
it is.
It wasn't a
fun
boring
fact.
fact. It had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Do you like the kind of Mexican food we had today, and I'm curious if that applies to Taco Bell specifically? As someone with a more delicate constitution, do you go to the Del Tacos, the Taco Bells of the world?
I mean, before I moved to LA, absolutely. I mean, I love Taco Bell. Like that was my shit. I love the flavor, the taste, all of that. But once I got to LA, it was just like, I like the like taco trucks and all of that. So
yes.
But there was a time where I lived in Echo Park, right next to a Taco Bell, and I would get it a lot. But that, that was like 5 years ago. So I don't really eat it anymore though.
Yeah.
Like I like the authentic Mexican shit though. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. There's so much.
I just had a flashback or something.
I was thinking about that era. That era when I was going there, it was a good time. Yeah, things were different back then. It was a good time.
Do you think
late?
Do you think any of the founding fathers had a delicate constitution?
When you said that, I was like, what you say about me? Call my stomach a constitution. Three fists up in there.
Wait a minute.
You think like they were like,
am I in trouble?
That was the first thing. Yeah. You don't ever tell a black man. They'll call a black man's stomach a constitution.
Wags?
You know what we've been through?
I don't think we need another Wags apology.
That is funny. Like I think about how you could just say some shit is racist. That's racist. I don't fucking know. That's just crazy. It was very beautiful the way he said it though.
You could go online and say Doughboys is racist. Yeah. We'd probably be in a lot of trouble.
He called my stomach a constitution, and he knows how I feel about a constitution.
Wait,
how we're not.
Our Patreon numbers are going up.
It's like I stay with. Oh man,
I was just thinking like we the people, like they're like
that's good, yeah.
They're writing the Constitution. Oh god, they're writing the Constitution, and like they get like the rumblies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, totally.
It must have been hell back then. I feel like for like Ben Franklin to be like, oh, I got a shit. Like it was. That must have been horrible, and I'm sure it happened a lot too.
Every citizen has the right to a chamber pot. Yeah, it might have happened.
Yeah, what would they eat? I bet they drink a lot of milk and dairy.
I think they were. Yeah, they would eat. They probably ate a lot of dairy, right?
I read a short book about that Michael Pollan wrote about caffeine. It was specifically about caffeine, and he talked about how a big part of there were two aspects of it that were interesting. First off, before like the modern like coffee shop and like tea house, before like those were things in the Western world. Obviously, they had coffee and tea in other parts of the world, but before they got imported into Europe and the U.S. or North America, it was like people were just like drinking like alcohol in the middle of the day because like you couldn't drink water because it would kill you. So the two things happened. One is that everyone got more productive and more focused because now instead of having, a glass of wine or a pint of ale at like 2 p.m., you were having like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. So you're having caffeine instead of alcohol and you're getting hydrated instead of dehydrated. But the other thing that happened is that because these beverages have a laxative effect, everyone's like stomachs improved. Like everyone started shitting better because your diet was so much back then. It was just like fucking whatever. I'm having so much flour and just like meat, You're not having farm fresh vegetables all the time.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that. It sounds kind of cooler. Sounds kind of cooler back then. Have some wine when you wake up. It seems nice. It seems.
Yeah. So they just no water. Yeah, like no water, just straight alcohol.
No.
I like that's
I kind of
cool.
lived that way for a short period of time. I feel like
I think I did that yesterday.
Because if you're having tea or coffee, you have to boil the liquid, obviously, so that cleans it. But you couldn't just drink like water from the well. You'd get diphtheria or whatever.
I'm watching the John Adams miniseries. I told you that.
That's right.
It's really good. It's Paul Giamatti. It's good.
He's good. Guy's good.
They did no taxation without representation. They threw the tea overboard. They did all that recently.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, I like his movie too that he did.
Giamatti?
Holdovers?
Yeah.
Holdovers good. Yeah, Holdovers was
like
fun.
That. Yeah, that was dope. Wasn't too long either.
No,
that was pretty. That was
good
pretty tight.
Could watch a couple holdovers instead of Dune 2. 2-3 holdovers. Just Dune 2's just getting out.
Mitch, Jemmy's taking a nap next to you. You could maybe say Jemmy just got done watching Dune 2.
Jemmy just got done watching Dune 2.
Mitch.
Oh man, he woke up. He's like, don't put words in my mouth. You don't know how I feel about Dune 2.
Okay, let me ask you this, because you know obviously dairy is a thing that you have in limited doses. Does that apply to sour cream? Do you ever indulge in sour cream?
I've been getting. I don't have to have a problem with that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I put it on with Chipotle. I get it. I'm always doing sour cream.
There's some stuff that affects me more with lactose than other stuff.
Yeah,
but I know probably none of it is good for me. But like for whatever, I'm saying, like if I drink full milk or if I eat ice cream, that usually hurts my stomach so much more than.
Yeah, like those are the big ones. Like those two are just like that's a whole nother level. I feel like
whole milk is like the fentanyl of dairy. It's so intense.
Yes.
Like always fucks me up so bad. I love it, but I can't do it.
It's like die immediately.
Yeah.
You love whole milk, but you can't do it, correct?
Yeah, whole milk. Yes, that's what I meant.
All right, good.
Okay, and
you love it.
And we've also we talked about similar to sour cream, the similar sort of like topping your food in this category, sort of umbrella. We've talked in the past about spicy food. We're not going to talk about it again today. But I'm curious, like, do you like mild salsas? Is that a thing you like? Like, oh yeah, I gotta have some pico de gallo or like a mild chili verde or something.
I love
like
that mild hot sauce. I like also. I'll still go pretty hot, like not too hot, but the mild one where it's like. It's just almost like not even a sauce. So it's just like diced up tomatoes and like the
like a pico.
Yeah. I like that. I like in terms of Taco Bell, I like all those sauces. Those are like the mild, medium, hot.
Yeah,
great.
Wait, so because I think we talked about it in the past, and I wasn't going to bring this up again, but I remember you'd had some issues with spicy foods. Like, have you gotten a little bit better about that, or
no? Well. I think
you still just endure the torment. To be honest,
I think that was the issue at Guisados. I was like, they gave me this salsa that was like, it was green. I think it was like a habanero or something like that. I think that's what did it. Honestly,
got it.
So it's still a problem, but as long as the sauce is not too spicy, I don't know. I just do it anyway. That's the problem. Like, I mean, I keep talking about stomach. I feel like every time I come here, I'm like, here's my stomach issues, but I definitely don't. I'm not living like a person who has that problem unless it's just like. Way like abnormally spicy. I won't do it, but yeah.
I noticed he's got his rings closed.
What on my phone?
Yeah. It looks like you got a ring or two.
Oh, closed. I just have one. I mean, I went on a morning walk. Yeah, so I have. So this is for people who don't know what this is or can't see. I don't know if this is showing up on the lens. I have my Apple Watch. It has like the fitness rings, and then it just like it one's for standing, one is for minutes of exercise, and one is for I guess just like general movement. And so I got my exercise ring. I went on a nice 30-minute walk this morning.
Wow,
I go on a walk every morning.
That's impressive.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Doughboys.
I wake up, my first thing makes my day so great, and I advise this to anybody who's maybe has sleep issues or has just like trouble like finding time to exercise. First thing I do, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I fill a mug of coffee, and I go on just a 20 to 30-minute walk, one mile loop in my neighborhood.
We do the same thing with Jemmy every morning.
It's great. That's a
amazing
big benefit of dog ownership.
I have to take her, but it's a great way to start your day.
But you don't need a dog to do it.
No.
I got an Apple Watch recently. I got the...
all right.
Pitch black. You ain't got no rings in that. But wait. Let me ask you a question. I've been going on walk. I lost my headphones the other day, but I be doing a lot of walks.
Yeah.
Do you listen to stuff or you go with no head? Because I'm kind of liking it. I just be like really taking in the audio, like earthly audio.
It's like Thoreau, or like there's some great thinkers who just like would go on long walks and let their minds wander. It is great.
The Apple Watch tells you a little too much stuff now.
I agree.
Time to jack it? Siri. I'm at work.
Like, you haven't masturbated in 2 weeks?
Close your hole. Which hole? My asshole.
I think that would actually be a good
to tell you if your asshole's open.
Yeah. Like sometimes it'd be clenched, you don't know.
Right.
You're stressed. You're very stressed right now. Loosen up. But I gotta I do think I should get one. I want to get one of those, yeah.
I kind of like it. I mean, it does get a little bit. I read a term that was can't remember what the fuck. Oh, so gamification is obviously what it's doing. Like this is like making your life into a video game, but then it does go into a thing that I've heard people call shamification, which is like sometimes you're just like, it's like you haven't stood up in the past 2 hours. It's like, Harry, get off my fucking back. I'm just gonna turn these alerts off because you're making me feel like shit. You know?
Yeah.
During Dune 2, it almost called the emergency services, thought I was dead.
Yeah, my man is hating. Now you hating.
Wait, false alarm. Now he's jacking off.
During sandworm scene.
Thinking of himself getting stuck inside.
Saw a sandworm open its mouth and he started jacking off.
Have y'all tried these new there's these rings that I guess do the same thing?
No.
Or it's like a
Aura ring. I just ordered one. I'm kind of excited.
Wow.
It's literally just a ring.
Yeah, it does like everything. Like it tells you when you're ovulating and stuff and all types of shit.
Yeah.
But they're expensive though.
That was when I did my sleep study test this time. I think it was called Night Owl, just on my finger. They just put it on my finger.
I
woke up every minute of every hour. Was the end result?
That's wild.
Yeah.
But that's part of that's the thing you're working on, right?
I'm trying to figure it out. Going to a pulmonologist. You go, not to be confused with a Paxtonologist.
Is that a Twister reference? Okay.
Took me a second, but really good, Mitch.
I won. Casey's back.
Yeah. No, I like
people confuse Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton.
Right. Yeah.
Bill Pullman is the president from Independence Day.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then Paxton, rest in peace. I think he passed, right?
Yeah. And he's in Twister.
Got it. Yeah.
Both great careers.
Yeah,
is Pullman's not? Pullman's like a likable guy, right? I mean,
I've never heard anything bad about Pullman, but I don't know. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, he hasn't hurt anybody. It's just like, are you having trouble sleeping? Is that the issue?
Yeah, I'm having all sorts of since last October. Everything went kind of sideways.
Yeah,
so.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know I have trouble sleeping too.
Yeah, have you ever done the sleep studies?
4 a.m. last night.
Man,
I was as well. I had some insomnia last night.
I had 2 back-to-back nights of horrible sleep. I had like 7 hours total Friday and Saturday night, and then last night I got like 9 hours of just natural sleep.
Interesting. When did you see Dune 2?
Mitch, you're being a stinker.
You saw it when?
I saw it yesterday.
You saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My calculations are correct.
Oh, you got knocked out for 9 hours after seeing Dune 2. Okay.
That's so good. He slept like a baby. He was just like all that adrenaline.
He was so relieved it was so good. He just tried to sleep.
If it was bad, he'd be up all night.
And as someone who also drinks alcohol, it's like when you have that natural sleep that's like no booze, no edible, no melatonin, you just go to sleep and let your body function as normal. That's I feel so much better when I do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you ever have those morning?
You're falling asleep in Star Wars world?
You mean, are you referencing Naboo or are you referencing people booing the movie?
I was referencing Naboo.
Okay.
I was no boo. The rest, I would get some sushi. They're a nice restaurant. That's where my head went. But very important question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever do you ever get those morning, you wake up, sometimes I wake up at like 7:30.
Yeah.
And then you just are up for an hour and then you just fall asleep. It's almost like a morning nap. And then you wake up. I feel kind of good after that.
Yeah, the sort of
nice.
segmented sleep. I think, and I've heard that 2-phase sleep is actually what humans should be doing, but because of capitalism and because of artificial light, we now are doing one continuous sleep cycle. But really, people sleep better when you do 4 hours, awake for 2, another 4 hours.
Interesting.
But yeah, I do have that.
Chickens out, right? It was in the morning they'd tend to the farm and then sleep again, right?
Yeah, this double sleep I think was a big part of humanity for much of our civilization.
I do triple sleep someday. I can do a lot. And
I have the thing though, but and Lamar, I ran into this as someone else who's a bad sleeper is I will wake up at 4 a.m. and then I'm just up. I have the late onset on insomnia where I just wake up super duper early.
That's
and then
what I did
last.
I was just up. I'm just watching all the X-Men right now. So I just watched.
Where are you at in the X-Men
movies?
I'm
at first class.
Okay.
I got kind of excited because they put that trailer out, and I was like, oh, let me go back and just see the other.
Wait, there's a new X-Men trailer
for the animated 97 one.
Yeah.
And then I was like, so now I'm just going in order. I watched the first one, all the Last Stand, and then now I'm watching First Class now. I skipped the Wolverines, but I'm going to go back to that.
Do you have a favorite X-Man movie and a favorite X-Man man or woman?
My favorite X movie is probably this First Class, the one I'm watching right now.
Yeah, sure.
I really like that. And then I like, I guess my favorite X is Nightcrawler for sure.
Nightcrawler's
great. That's why I like X2.
Yeah, that was a good. I like
X-Men 2 a lot. I like X2 and I like Days of Future Past, which I think is the next one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Which are popular movies, and I like them, and they're even in the Marvel verse.
Yeah,
but X2 and Days of Future Past, I think, are the good ones.
Yeah, I was surprised when I rewatched it. X2, I was like, "Whoa, this is good." I guess in my mind, it's like we don't, because I think everyone's so excited about the new one, like what they're gonna do. But I was like, these were actually pretty good. Like,
I haven't revisited them in forever. That's a fun project.
I rewatched Hulk. I had Hulk on the other night. Ang Lee.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
And right? And I loved that movie when it came out, and I still, compared to new Marvels, I'm like, this is so much better in my mind.
And Hulk is a movie that I feel like has like grown in esteem over the years, but also was kind of like a polarized reception. I feel like a lot of like comic book fans were like, "What is this? What is this artistic interpretation?" You know? Yeah.
You're idiots. I told you, Hulk is great. You don't like the comic book panels? Like you were so lucky to have such a good director.
I think
directing
some of
that movie,
the stylistic flourishes, which I think are cool, that people were like turned off by.
Yeah.
Let's talk. All right, we got to talk about Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Fine.
This is for
I ate all that shit.
Yeah.
You ate all of it right before we recorded.
Yeah, it was like a sea of, and it was the first thing that's gone into my body today.
Oh man,
it was just a sea of burritos.
Yeah.
But I took a bunch. They got a bunch of those smoothie Tums in there. I took a bunch of those.
Yeah.
So I had to take care of that. So we good.
This is For Whom the Bell Does, Munch Madness 2024, the Tournament of Chompions IX, Quiero Talk-O Bell. The rules of the Tournament of Chompions is decreed by the Commissioner of the Tournament of Champions, Evan Susser. These are Susser's rules. Here we go.
Susser, left and right.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it on Thursday. Rule number 1, everyone is here. This is a comprehensive Taco Bell tournament, and that means every single item on the menu is to be considered for this tournament. That means drinks are out of the stink, sides are on the sidelines, and in the game. Number 2, we're spicing up the night, not the morning. Breakfast items are excluded from the tournament. This is a revision to rule number 1 that potentially implied every item on the menu would be considered. Rule number 3, is a Pepsi okay? Barely. This tournament will consider drinks exclusive to Taco Bell, rather. Not every single soda or beverage offered. The one exception will be Pepsi. As Pepsi is the flagship drink of Yum Brands previously owned by PepsiCo, it will be considered in the tournament. Addendum to this rule. Within weeks of this tournament, it seems Baja Blast may now be offered in grocery stores, which complicates this rule. Actually, I did see Baja Blast in a bottle in 7-Eleven.
I feel like I'm in Dune 2 again. Keep going.
Baja Blast is obviously included.
This movie up for me. I was so excited to see it. You're
gonna like.
I was actually gonna see it yesterday.
I think you'll enjoy a lot of it. There's stuff to like in it.
You should be excited.
Gonna be your voices in my head the whole time. But maybe I'll wait like a month and then see.
Like one of those that's probably gonna be like, I can't believe I'm back in a ruckus.
See, it's fun.
Is he a bad guy or a good guy in that?
Well, it's no spoilers.
Try not to spoil it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, then.
I mean, the movie makes it pretty clear.
Right.
The movie makes it clear. I mean, do you want us to tell you and we can bleep it out here?
No, I'll just find out.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Rule number, addendum to this rule, Baja Blast is obviously included. Rule number 4, yum, 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 say like bum, 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 bum. Do you know how that's supposed to be said?
No, I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about when I said that.
Does he mean like yum, 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 yum? What does he mean?
Let me see.
Yum.
Yum,
yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, did he mean thong to thong, thong, thong?
I feel like bum, 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 bum is like he's trying to, it's just like a jingle song.
Oh,
like
is that the thing that's in the, is that?
Yum, 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 yum.
No,
like the McDonald's thing?
Not the only thing I can think of is, you know, in like.
Can you text me asking for a voice memo real quick?
I mean, I could, yes. In Instagram, I was like, bum, 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 bum. You know what I mean? Like, is that what he's talking about? Well, you can't just write out bum, 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 bum.
Does he mean like,
I don't think he means crash.
Yum.
I don't think he means crash test dummies.
Once
Itty, itty, bum,
there
bum.
was a chalupa. Speaking of Yum Brands and taking into account the tradition of combination Taco Bells, there will be a Yum Brands All-Star category in this tournament. That category will include Pizza Hut, KFC Pizza, KFC Chicken, and more. Rule number 5, by any means necessary, any meat or veggie protein is valid on any item. In full disclosure, I will admit I do not like this rule. This is Susser speaking. I believe beef, chicken, and so on should have been evaluated separately, but the tournament steering committee insisted on it.
What did you just
passive aggressive
text to type on or something there when that happened? What was he doing? I don't understand this.
Rule number 6, if it's seasonal, it's unreasonable. This tournament will be for Taco Bell menu items as constituted February 1st, 2024. Any new seasonal items that have been or will be introduced since are not eligible. By the way, I apologize for misreading this, but in my defense, there are a lot of typos in this.
My feeling is that there is probably he maybe transcribed this from a notepad, and there was this fucking ranch covering things up or something. The bum thing is so insane.
Yeah, they like
no one knows what the fuck he's talking about.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what? Do you think that's what it is?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
he got that bum. I don't know.
Yummy.
I think he is just confusing a song. I'm pretty sure.
Rule number 7, the spice is not right. Evan Saucer's Sauce Boss Royal Rumbly's match was unsanctioned, and there are no tournament ramifications based on the results. Guests Mitch and Nick can use any sauces they desire in the tournament. Listeners, unfortunately, must abide by the results of the match and can only use the Sauce Queen hot sauce.
That might be my letterbox review for Dune 2.
The spice is not right?
Yeah.
Mitch, that's too far.
That's good, though.
Rule number 8, I have a cream. For each group stage, the selection committee may, but are not required to pick a sour cream of the crop winner.
We talked about this one.
Or the funniest plausible winner of a round.
Sus? Hey, I'm here we're recording the episode live. Can you please explain to us what bum means? I'm just gonna put you on speaker. Okay.
Well, the note is it's yum yum yum, but you say it like yum yum yum.
Bum.
Like dum dum dum.
What?
Why did you put bum?
Why did you write bum 4 times?
Maybe too many times.
Bum.
I also don't think of the I don't
yum,
like
yum.
Like I don't think of that as like dun dun dun. I don't think of it as bum.
Oh, how would you spell out dun dun dun?
D-N-D-N-D, maybe.
I think I go like dunt.
Okay.
I think I go dunt, dun, and then capital dunt.
I think that's
or capital
right.
dun. Dunt, dun.
I don't like you saying dunt either, by the way. Anyways. What's that, Sus?
It was an internal note for the commissioner. It was an internal commissioner.
Got it. Yeah, I think it just didn't translate in the version I'm reading aloud now.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of those. All right, thanks, Sus. We
thanks,
love
Susser.
Where are you headed right now? Can you say?
Yeah, I'm heading to Mendocino Farms to have lunch.
Wow.
Susser, have you seen Dune Part 2?
I have not seen Dune Part 2 or Dune Part 1.
Wow.
That's a dad
yum,
talking.
Yum.
All right. Perfect. Bye-bye, Sus.
This rule was established by Jen D'Angelo in the Royal Rumblies match and is a revision of the previous rule that there are no ramifications from that event. Rule number 9.
Wait, that was the I have a cream
That's right.
rule? That's just, yes. Okay.
As in, as Martin Luther King's.
Yes, which we recorded on the last day of Black History Month. It was perfect timing
Disrespecting the Constitution for my stomach. Don't you understand? This means.
Rule number 9, for the end of this list, a twist. This year, Commissioner Evan Susser is invoking the right to use 3 Commissioner Cinnamon twists whenever he sees fit to increase the excitement of this otherwise tired food tournament format. All right, we are at the hour mark, so it's time to get into things. We have the Sides and Sweets division, which is cheesy fiesta potatoes, chips and nacho cheese sauce, black beans and rice, pintos and cheese, cinnamon twists, and Cinnabon delights. And we also have the burritos group, which is the chicken enchilada burrito, cheesy double beef burrito, grilled cheese burrito, bean burrito, beefy 5-layer burrito, burrito supreme, and cheesy bean and rice burrito. Now, let's start with Sides and Sweets. I had a clear number 1 here.
Wow.
This one was the easiest group so far. Pintos and cheese. Give me those pintos and cheese. It's beans, cheese, and red sauce.
That was your number one?
Great. That was my number one. I loved it.
Wags, I like that as a first choice, and honestly, in reality, probably agree with you.
Yeah.
But I did put something over it, and I think that out of you know what? This is maybe the mainstream media making me feel this way, or online opinions. But I put cheesy Fiesta potatoes over pintos and cheese were my number 2.
Fiesta. I like the cheesy Fiesta potatoes. Look,
I don't know if I had that cheesy Fiesta, but
the potatoes with the sour cream and cheese on them.
Nah, I don't remember.
Oh, was that missing in the order?
Oh my God! Okay. What the fuck?
No, it's all. But I was gonna say I was very surprised at the beans and the cheese.
Yeah,
I was like, this tastes good.
It's good.
It tasted like. But then it was only for a few seconds, and it had this watery aftertaste, and it lost me. So then I knocked it down. But I was very shocked. I was like, "Ooh, this tastes like some real shit."
Well, you know what it is? It's the innards of the bean burrito, just without the tortilla, so it works.
Mm-hmm.
This leg of the tournament I was very excited for it because I like the burritos, and I think that overall maybe the burritos are better at Taco Bell than I'm more excited for the burritos than for the tacos at Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I think you disagree.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, I mean, I like the specialty on it. Look, we'll get into it.
We'll get into it.
But this was a hard round to go through. There was
wait, can I just interject real quick?
Sure.
We should just, and Emma, we can just maybe put this in the notes doc somewhere. But I thought I had an idea for a future double, which could just be we just keep saying we'll talk about it or we'll get into it, but we don't ever talk about anything.
Yeah.
So anytime a subject comes in, it was like, oh, we'll get into it, and then we change to something else.
That seems like a real waste of people's time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But just how that would be fun to do for 5 minutes, but then having to do it for an hour.
An hour.
Yeah. Right.
So we still kind of talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
We'll get into it.
It was the burrito round was tough. I was feeling it. I got it Saturday and I was feeling it Sunday and today a little bit. It was a lot of stuff because I said to you, and you did the smart thing. Mm-hmm. I was taking bites of a lot of these burritos from the top. So I was going down this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
A couple bites that way.
I have a cream. That one day.
Burritos will be eaten from the side, which you told me, which is the smart thing to do.
Yeah, because I don't want to eat the whole thing, especially if it's the first day. It's the first thing I've done today. Yeah, I was just taking little bites from the side because it's just all flour pretty much when you go from the top.
Yes, and it was not, and so it's So I was doing that with the burritos, and I was just very stuffed and felt like shit.
The other thing you can do, and this is what I did, is I took a kitchen knife and I bisected all of them.
Smart.
So I was biting from the middle. Yeah.
My other thought was, I texted this to our Doughboys text chain, was I was surprised at how good everything was.
Yeah.
Everything was good. They got my order almost exactly right, and it was so much because I got all the burritos and all the sides and a Diet Baja Blast while I was there, which makes it look like all the food is for me, which I shouldn't have. It looks like I'm picking up an order. When you get one drink, you've kind of fucked up. But they forgot my cinnamon twists, but they gave me an extra bean and cheese burrito. But what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I think there's an aspect of the kitchen could be thinking, oh, this is the person who has to pick up this big order. He's getting one thing for himself. Which is the drink,
I felt bad both times I went to Taco Bell because it's just a lot of stuff. But I was shocked that everything was good, which hits home the thing of maybe Taco Bell is my favorite restaurant. But just trying all these sides, I liked the black beans. The black beans were fucking good.
They were good too. Yeah, it was.
They were good.
It almost made me be like, man, should I just get all the stuff that's in the burrito on the side and then make my own shit or something? It was I was like, this all tastes good separately.
The black beans are really flavorful. I had no idea.
I agree, and I like them just as beans more than with the rice. I mean, I'll just give my full ranking of the Sides and Sweets division. Pintos and cheese 1, chips and nacho cheese sauce 2, cinnamon twists 3, and I could move cinnamon twist. Honestly, there were points in my meal as I was tasting these and returning to them where cinnamon twist was number 1. Ultimately, I just decided I wanted something savory more than something sweet. Cheesy Fiesta potatoes, black beans, Cinnabon Delights, and black beans and rice. The Cinnabon Delights I think are tasty, but I just could not get them regularly. They're too dense.
Wags, same thing for me. The black beans and rice were my bottom. Were my bottom of the sides.
Yeah, I think they're a little dry.
I went back last night for the cinnamon twist because they forgot them. But I just want to say this.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was like, Cinnabon Delights they're gonna be the bottom of the. Cinnabon Delights are good.
They're good.
They're fucking good.
Yeah.
They're really good. They're like a little donut-y. They're maybe more of a breakfast item. I don't know. They're dessert.
They're also on the breakfast menu. They are a dessert. They are an indulgence.
Yes.
But if you wanted a sweet treat, get the 2-pack. Because you have 2 of them, it's not going to kill you. Like donut holes.
When I was eating Cinnabon Delights, I was like, these are maybe better than the cinnamon twist. I've never like loved the cinnamon twist.
Me neither. They're all right.
And I think that Del Taco's churros are better.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Because they're actually just churros. But then when I got them last night and was eating them, I'm like, this is a lot of fun. They taste good.
They're a hoot.
But honestly, the Cinnabon Delights are close. I don't think that they're that far off.
Now, I did witness Lamar bite into a Cinnabon Delights and ask if it was filled with cheese. So it's kind of a weird mystery
I didn't
white
like
goo
the way
inside.
it came out.
Yeah.
Like it oozed out.
Yeah.
Threw me off. But I will say the reason I asked if it was cheese because I was like, it tastes good.
Yeah.
But it didn't taste like cheese. But then I was like, what is this? But it was like kind of desserty or whatever, like a sugary kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So I actually, they're pretty high up on my list. Or should I tell you where I'm
Please.
at?
Oh,
okay, so the number one was the twist, the cinnamon twist.
Wow, okay.
Because, I never had them. I never had them before. And I was like, I guess I always thought it'd be too sugary, but it was very light and just easy to eat. And I was like, I was very happy with that. Then the cheese and bean thing that we were talking about with the
Pintos and cheese.
Pintos and cheese. But like I said, it had that little watery thing at the end. I don't know what was going on there.
Sure, yeah,
Not like that. But the first taste was like, yo, it was like the first thing I ate. I was like, this is good. And I was so happy. I was like, thank y'all, Doughboys, for having me. Like, I was like, this is dope. But then it got watered. I was like, what is this water?
Yeah.
Okay, then and then third was the thing I thought was cheese, the Cinnabon Delight.
Cinnabon Delights, yeah.
That was third, and then the black beans after that.
All right.
So yeah, that was I was rocking.
Did you have the black beans and rice as well, or no?
Oh wait, what's the difference between maybe I didn't have that because what's the pinto and cheese thing?
Pintos and cheese is the one where it's refried beans, it's red sauce, and it's cheese. Black beans are just plain beans.
And then the black beans and rice was
they just have a
black
layer
beans
of rice
with
underneath,
a layer of rice under them. They were Nick and I's bottom.
Yeah, I don't think.
I
I mean,
don't
this is the thing.
remember
It's just pretty much flavorless, inert rice, and it just makes the whole thing a little bit drier and starchier.
okay.
Here's the issue,
I don't think
though.
I got that. But.
He didn't have the cheesy Fiesta potatoes. This tournament is. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this tournament. But here's my order: cheesy Fiesta potatoes, Pintos and cheese, chips and nacho cheese sauce, cinnamon twists, black beans, which I loved. Heart of a Chompion type performance, Wags.
Yeah,
Cinnabon Delights and black beans and rice. That was my ordering of things.
Chips and nacho cheese you had where?
I had those third.
Lamar, where did you have?
Oh yeah, sorry. I almost didn't even. They were like a not thought to me. I didn't like them at all. So,
okay.
But I guess I have them even at the end, at the last. I just didn't like them.
They're
okay.
I mean, the cheese sauce is good.
Yeah.
It's just is like they feel very much like a nothing in a lot of ways.
Now here's
it's uneventful, and I like chips and.
Yeah.
So I was like, y'all don't even try it. Don't even come at me with this.
Their chips aren't great, which is just a global issue with Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I do like their nacho cheese sauce enough where that one was higher up for me. But I get what you're saying about the cheesy Fiesta potatoes. My issue with the cheesy Fiesta potatoes is
the sog factor.
A little soggy, yeah.
And you gotta eat them quick.
You gotta, but I did. Like I ate them basically immediately, and still it's got a little bit of moisture in the potatoes, and then it's just sitting there in the that cheesy sour creamy sauce. Yeah. So just a lot of liquid in there.
You're not fast enough. Sorry.
That does sound like something I would have liked too. Yeah,
they're
good.
I mean, if you got a good fry on the potatoes or whatever, or like they're going into that dish pretty crispy, then you might have a chance. But yeah, the travel is an issue, which no one is usually eating in the Taco Bell.
If you had to eat I'm sorry. What I was going to say is if the cheesy Fiesta potatoes ended up winning this group, I would have been fine with it. And honestly, like that's something I can still make peace with because I had them number 4 of 7. They're good. They're very tasty.
You got sour cream and you got the cheese on there. Yeah. And is there a sauce as well? There is, isn't there?
Yeah, no, I think it's just sour cream and cheese. Yeah, nacho cheese sauce.
We're gonna get yelled at. We're forgetting everything. We forgot items.
But where did you have cinnamon twist? Because I had them 3rd and Lamar had them 1st.
I had them 4th.
So that's another one that could be if we want to have something from the sweet side, that feels like a possible.
Well, to me, pintos and cheese feel like they're in. It's your number 1, it's my number 2, and it's your number 2.
All right, so pintos and cheese are in. So Lamar, what we're doing with this group stage is we're picking 2 items that are going to continue on.
We're doing it a whole new way. We've never done it that people won't like.
Yeah, it's more confusing and it's more work.
And we will do it the regular way soon. Don't worry.
This is the it's like the World Cup. The group stage winners advance to the elimination round.
We're Americans. Right. We don't like the World Cup.
I did. What was it before when we did it last with McDonald's? It was just voted.
We said 1,
it was just single
3,
elimination.
2, 1, and we said the
just said thing.
Yeah.
By the way, that was 4 years ago. The McDonald's tournament. Isn't that crazy?
That was the last interaction I had before the pandemic.
That's wild.
We were at the McDonald's. And we eat because I remember being like, we were sharing the dip and shit, and I was like, "Oh man, they gonna get me sick." I kept thinking because that was like it was like literally like when I say it had not happened yet. It was like this is what this virus is, and all I could think about was when we went to McDonald's.
Yeah, it was like late February 2020 or something.
Yeah.
I remember that specifically.
We also had been on tour, basically. I think right around then, right?
Well, so I think we did all our recording before the touring, right? Because remember, we were in Colorado when they shut everything down.
Yeah.
And then we canceled our Phoenix show and flew home.
That's wild.
Wow. Yeah.
We recorded everything.
Fucking life.
Crazy.
We're Americans. We don't like the World Cup. We're Americans.
Well, that's the format.
I was trying to do the thing.
So you're doing the TikTok thing. How y'all doing it?
Yeah.
It's not because I forgot mine. Oh, okay. It's not because I didn't eat that.
No, pintos and cheese are in.
Okay.
So the question is, chips and nacho cheese sauce doesn't feel like there's enough advocacy for here. I'm fine ditching those. Black beans, I think we all enjoyed, but I don't think any of us will put them in our top 2. So that leaves cinnamon twists and cheesy Fiesta potatoes.
One of which our guest didn't fucking try.
Well, it's not his fault.
And
Lamar, actually,
like,
it is your fault.
I feel out of place. Y'all should have told me to see Dune before I came here. And should have told me to eat these cheesy. But yeah, I mean, I wish I could say I've had them, but I don't even. Yeah, I never had them there. But hey, cinnamon twist, baby, let's go.
They're good.
The cinnamon twist was good.
They're good.
I think there's only one responsible thing.
Yeah.
We put in cheese Fiesta potatoes and cinnamon twist.
All right, so we're getting 3.
Well, we could go get them right now. Come back.
We
I'll taste them right by the time.
We'll put it in and we'll get it for Lamar. And if he hates it so much, we'll take it back out.
That's true.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, great. So cinnamon twists are in. Cheesy Fiesta potatoes are in on a provisional level, and we'll have an update after the episode.
What the fuck? What's going on with the tournament?
This is all going to work out great.
All right, I got to pee real bad. Can I go pee real quick?
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with the Burritos group.
Wow.
All right, we're back. Mitch, over the break, I thought of another Elvis Harkonnen thing.
You came in from the bathroom with a huge smile on your face and were like, what happened in the bathroom? And you said, pissing's fun. So now it makes sense that you thought of. I also looked at my text messages and there were 250 of them, mostly from, I think, your review of Dune 2 on the blank dough text thread. Is that what it is? Is that what it's
about
from?
You? Is it on that thread?
I mean, did you talk about Dune 2 this morning?
I said I loved it. Okay. I think I said I loved it, and I said you were lukewarm on it, and I kind of left it at that.
There was just 200 messages in the blank dough text thread.
We also talked about Last Jedi some. So
did you really?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god.
No, I thought you were saying that because you could do Elvis song parodies.
Oh
yeah, so it's like oh baby, let me be your Bene Gesserit. Put a box around my hand, a needle at my neck. Oh, let me be.
Oh my God! Our guest is ordering an Uber.
Get the hell out of here.
All right, pintos and cheese, cinnamon twist, and provisionally cheesy fiesta potatoes, advancing from sides and sweets. Burritos, chicken enchilada burrito, cheesy double beef burrito, grilled cheese burrito, bean burrito, beefy 5-layer burrito, burrito supreme, cheesy bean and rice burrito. Contra you, Mitch. I like the tacos at Taco Bell more than I like the burritos, but I think there are some good burritos, although I think their burrito offerings have thinned a little bit. Yes. And I will never be at peace with them eliminating the 7-layer burrito.
Sure.
Which was such a better burrito. And the beefy 5-layer is a good burrito, but it's just not on the same level for me.
I disagree. Beefy 5-layer burrito is the best burrito at Taco Bell. It's number 1.
It's in my top. It's in my top. It's in my top 4. I do like the beefy 5-layer. 4? Yeah.
Here's my bottom. And it's surprising to me, even, folks. Burrito Supreme.
Really?
I had Burrito
That's
Supreme.
my number 1.
I had it higher. I had Burrito Supreme as number 3. I don't think it's going to make it to the final 2 if it's Mitch's least favorite. My bottom one was the cheesy enchilada burrito, which I just don't like their chicken there. And I think that one's just like the chicken enchilada burrito.
Yeah, I thought there was another one. I didn't
get. That was my number 2.
You like that one? I just don't like the texture of their chicken.
That was my number 6. That was near the bottom for me as well.
So both of those are probably not going to make it. The cheesy bean and rice burrito I had way down at my list as well.
That was number 5 for me.
For the same reason,
second to last on mine.
Kind of dry. I want it to be better. But I like that regular bean burrito. I get that bean burrito every time. In fact, I get it often.
Well, the bean burrito was really good. It came in at number 4 for me. I liked it.
It's my number 2.
That's my number 4.
All right. Yeah.
Maybe I won't like Dune 2. Maybe. I'll tell you what though. My bottom. I was surprised. Did we talk about grilled cheese burrito? That was the worst. I thought it was the worst.
Wow.
I'm shocked.
That's my number 2.
That's my number 1. I'm shocked.
I don't know. Maybe it could have been my burrito. It's just the cheese. It tasted like fake cheese. Like it tasted like like when a grocery store burritos you put in the microwave.
Yeah.
It just tasted nasty. I was like, I hate this.
Wow. This is rough news for us because it maybe eliminates it out of the.
Really?
Yeah, I agree with you. It tastes like fake cheese. To me, that's not a negative. Like I like kind of their fake cheese flavor, but it is very like.
So I wasn't
artificial.
tripping about. So
I don't think so.
I was kind of like, is this because the other ones don't have that flavor, that cheesy kind of.
Yeah, no,
fake cheese flavor. Like
the other
that.
ones have like real cheese. I think this one has cheese sauce. But I'm curious, like, which protein did you get in it?
It was I think it was steak.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got mine with black beans, which I think works really well, and they do have a specific grilled cheese black bean burrito, which you can order on their veggie offerings.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I like is it's the tortilla is actually grilled, and that's like a thing that's fun about it. It gives it a nice texture to it.
I like that generally, yeah. But it was just that cheese. Once it went into my mouth, I was just like, I was like revolted. I wanted to throw up.
This is a fucking disaster.
Well, there might be
everything's falling apart.
Where did you have it? Number 2?
Number 1, beefy 5-layer burrito. Number 2, grilled cheese burrito. Number 3, cheesy double beef burrito. Number 4, bean burrito. Number 5, cheesy bean and rice burrito. Number 6, chicken enchilada burrito. Number 7, burrito supreme. I think with the supreme, the lettuce and the tomato just kind of make it a little bit of a soggier, gloopier burrito.
Yeah, I don't mind it because to me it is like kind of like the spiritual successor of the 7-layer burrito. But I agree it is a little goopy. I had grilled cheese burrito 1, bean burrito 2, burrito supreme 3, beefy 5-layer 4, cheesy double beef 5, cheesy bean and rice 6, and chicken enchilada 7.
Damn.
But I do feel like, Mitch, if you and I feel strongly about the grilled cheese burrito, despite Lamar's dissent, there might be enough momentum for
voice.
it to be.
No voice ahead.
This is fucked up.
First of all, disrespect Martin Luther King. Disrespect. Call my stomach the Constitution. Now you take the black man's voice out of this. Now, let me tell you what I got here, okay?
That scared me into saying that we can't just do what you're saying.
It could be one of the top 2, as I'm saying.
But I'm saying if it's his bottom choice.
It makes it tougher, but I'm just saying like there might be enough momentum.
I think that we have to figure this out by assigning points to each one.
That would have been smart.
7 points to first place.
Y'all do what y'all want. When I leave here, I'm gonna be thinking about something else. Y'all do what the hell y'all want. Okay, I'll tell you mine real quick.
Yeah, we actually text mine. I'm gonna do a numbers thing.
All right.
And text me your list.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna calculate it. Calculating.
My number 1 was burritos. I think burrito supreme was because I think it's the most familiar to me, or maybe it just took me back. So burrito supreme, chicken enchilada burrito, cheesy double beef burrito, bean burrito. That shit was good.
It is good.
Beefy 5-layer burrito under that. and then the cheese and beans and rice. Oh wait, that one was good too.
How the hell are y'all ranking the 5-layer burrito so low? I'm shocked.
And then grilled cheese burrito was the last. Okay, I'm gonna text you this. But I'm sorry, man. I thought I don't know. I wanted to like it because when I saw the grill marks, I was excited.
Yeah,
because I love that grill shit.
You might have gotten a bad execution. Also, it just might not click with you, which is fine. I will say that, Mitch, when you did the calculating thing from our scale episode, like I 100% relate to that feeling of like both you and I are like, oh, we're kind of bombing here. Let me do a bit from something that I know works. Calculating. Remember the scale? The scale's good. Calculating.
I think if you go back and listen to the scale, they probably don't love that much either. All right, hold on. I'm adding up.
What do you go? What system are you using? Are you being?
I'm doing 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so kind of the inverted scale.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun because we kind of like I like it being just kind of a discussion and us coming to some agreement. I mean, is there one we can agree on? Because it feels like
bean burrito.
Feels like bean burrito.
Like
there's a lot of positive.
But bean burrito is my 4th.
Yeah. Wait, where was it on your list?
It was 4th too. But
so maybe that's
I didn't mean not in a bad way. Just I don't know. Just because I don't typically like I like the meat. I like having protein up in there,
But so maybe that's that there actually isn't enough momentum for that because it's second for me. It's not my favorite. So like it's like if it's 2, 4, and 4, that is to me isn't a top 2 finisher. I guess we'll see how the math works out.
And where was you on Burrito Supreme?
I had that number 3. I like the Burrito Supreme a lot.
But you had it last, right?
You had it last.
I had it last. Yeah.
Okay.
We might be ending up with grilled cheese burrito and burrito supreme are in the same bucket of like 2 of us like it, but one of us just is out on it. And maybe they both get eliminated and maybe bean burrito ends up becoming a consensus choice.
Okay, ready? Well, I'm going to throw numbers at you. You got to write them down.
Shit. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me go into laptop mode.
This is riveting podcasting.
I can help. All right, I'm ready to.
All right, so beefy 5-layer burrito.
Uh-huh.
The beefy 5-layer burrito gets 14 points.
14 points.
The grilled cheese burrito gets 14 points.
Okay, 14
so
points.
Oh, you know what?
Working well.
It does taste like it's like I guess they're going for the grilled cheese element with the cheese.
Yes, right, yeah.
It felt so familiar to me. I mean, I guess that's obvious, but I was like surprised. I was so surprised. It just don't taste nothing like the other burritos.
Right.
Okay.
Cheesy double beef burrito, 13 points.
Okay.
Bean burrito, 14 points.
Wow, okay.
So this meth is working out well.
Cheesy bean and rice burrito, 7 points. Chicken enchilada burrito, 9 points.
Okay.
Burrito Supreme, 13 points.
Wow, 13 points.
Oh, shit. What up?
So based on this, beefy 5-layer, grilled cheese, and bean are your top 3.
Yeah, but also I think we have
enough, a top 3.
There's enough, I think, of with the cheesy double beef and the burrito supreme to be in the conversation as well, since those are 13 instead of 14.
Yeah.
But they lose. Points wise, they are the lower ones.
Pretty clearly, the cheesy bean and rice and chicken enchilada burrito are just out.
Yes, but I think the 13-point ones have to. I think it's between the top 3, right?
But I could be talked into. I will say, I probably had the cheesy double beef burrito. I had that 5th. Probably the lowest of anyone. I could be talked into putting the cheesy double beef burrito in over something else. Like that's like.
You're not going to get talked into by me because I would never put that in over a 5-layer burrito.
Okay, so that one's out.
Wait, that had 13 points?
That's cheesy double beef. Yeah, that one had 13.
All right, it's out anyways. We're talking the top 3.
No, but I'm saying like it could.
I hear what you're saying. It's close. It's close.
It's close. It's good. I do think that's good. Here's my thing with that. Yeah. I like it, and I used to order that all the time. It's a little bit of a dry guy.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
it's got the chips in there. It's a little bit of a dry guy.
Yeah, the chips aren't great. No,
is that what those were?
Yeah.
I was like, what's the red shit
It's a little like Frito chips.
You know what? They do that with a grilled cheese burrito too.
Yeah.
The grilled cheese burrito have the chips in it, right?
Yes, but that has more. That has sauce in it. That's the difference.
But I don't like the chips as much. I think I might be out on the grilled cheese burrito.
Really?
Yeah. I'd put.
Why do you say that like Bill Simmons? By the way, you would. So
I think
wait,
the
you
grilled
would go.
cheese burrito is kind of like the Russian in Rounders. Anyway, we'll be right back with Cousin Sal.
Funny that we're talking about these burritos after seeing the sandworm. Very burrito-like
form factor.
Form factor. Yes.
Yes, that's a good insight. Yeah. You ain't nothing but a sandworm.
That's what I wanted from the first.
Oh yeah.
That's what I wanted the first time you did it.
I like saying the lines.
I know you did. And you did well. Okay, and it's a good episode.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
The tournament's not a complete shit show so far. I think that, to me, it's the grilled cheese burrito, the beefy 5-layer burrito, and we did 3 desserts. Should we do 3 burritos? I think those 3 are fucking good.
What were your 3?
The points wise, it's bean burrito, grilled cheese burrito, and beefy 5-layer burrito.
I'd rather make a tough decision here, and I say let's get that grilled cheese burrito out of here. Lamar did not like it. He had it last.
I'm 100% fine with that.
So that would make bean burrito and beefy 5-layer, and then Supreme is still another one who's
What about Supreme?
Yeah.
I guess you're where I was on the grilled and where you're at.
It was my last, the burrito Supreme.
Yeah. I think that might eliminate it too. I think bean burrito and beefy 5-layer might be the choice. Where did you have beefy 5-layer one more time?
That was 5th.
That was 5th. It was 4th for me. So your number 1 is what's pushing that over the finish line.
The beefy 5-layer?
Yeah.
I think it's a great
But I liked
burrito.
it though.
I still liked it.
Yeah, honestly, bean burrito and beefy 5-layer could swap. I could have swapped those. But yeah, I liked it though.
You had bean burrito over beefy 5-layer.
That's why I think bean burrito, which look for us, it was our 4th.
Yeah.
And beefy 5-layer was your 4th or whatever. So I think that this all works out in that way.
But are we just getting?
It all works out eventually.
I think it all works out.
Yeah,
eventually.
it all works out eventually. But are we in danger of getting no one's favorite in here, and we're just kind of ending up with that sort of compromise where nobody is actually happy? You know.
That's why I said
we're ending up with kind of like this is like John Kerry, John Edwards. You know what I mean? That's how we land on that ticket. You know.
Well, that's why I was saying pushing 3 forward is there's 3 desserts, 3 burritos.
I think we got to make the tough choice now. The dessert is its own thing because Lamar didn't have
fair,
it.
So just so y'all know, I ate all of it real fast, but I really only didn't like the grilled cheese one. I liked everything, so I wouldn't be mad about anything getting in. I don't know if that helped at all.
That's why I think it should be. That's why I think it should be bean burrito and beefy 5-layer.
All right, let's get.
I'll be very happy that way.
Everything until I got to that fucking grilled cheese thing. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
And I think that eliminates it. I love
shit out of here.
That the grilled cheese burrito was my number 2.
Yeah.
So I'm I'm not. I liked it a lot, but I think that if Lamar's last one and you didn't like it.
Because Supreme is your last and it's not making it.
Yeah.
No.
So what's up with that?
That's what I'm saying.
You're right. All right.
I think beefy 5-layer and bean burrito are the winners.
I think you're right. Bean burrito, beefy 5-layer, those are going to be advancing into the elimination round along with the burritos group, along with pintos and cheese, cinnamon twists, and possibly cheesy fiesta potatoes.
I did this in a very democratic way. Yeah. I just want to say I did it. I'm American. I did it in a democratic
God bless
way.
This country, where we could all get together and talk about this. There's a time they wouldn't let us talk about this.
That is true. That's true. You couldn't talk about Taco Bell like this. But here's the deal. More than moving on, Lamar.
Yeah.
We made a mistake.
That's right.
We didn't say where we wanted these burritos to go.
Yeah, so this is the Jess McKenna rule. This was established.
Not burritos. These Taco Bell
items.
These
Taco Bell items, the winning item. Where's it going to go? Because this was established in our very first Tournament of Champions with Jess McKenna. We did Burger Brawl, and she decided that the burger that is going to win should go to the aliens as a representation of Earth food.
Mm-hmm.
This is our ideal of a burger. And it's the same principle here. This food item is going to some character, some celebrity, some historical figure, whatever. This item is going to somebody to do something, and it is the ideal of Taco Bell. So this responsibility falls to you.
Okay.
Where is this item going?
We can throw some ideas.
We can also throw some ideas at
you. The sandworm from Dune. Chihuahua from Taco Bell is he's a thing.
Yeah.
Bill Simmons got thrown out there.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 2. Can you help me pick between those?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Well, Austin Butler is one of them.
Austin Butler's pretty good.
I want him to know how we feel about all of this. And then there's this guy who was this black dude that was in the box with Taylor Swift and Ice Spice on the Super Bowl. And I don't know who it is.
That's pretty good too.
Okay.
I want to give it to him because I was like, who's that black dude in there? It was like because it was Ice Spice, Taylor Swift, Blake, like all of them, and then this random black dude in there. I don't know. I want to give it to him.
Has he been ID'd?
I don't know. Like, I thought I was talking to Carl about it.
Yeah.
Because he said he didn't know the person's name, but so I had this theory because I heard a rumor that Ice Spice's little brother is like this really dope quarterback, like in high school.
Oh wow.
So I was like, oh, maybe they like brought him for the Super Bowl.
That would make sense.
And they kind of looked alike, but Carl was like, no. And I was like, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it might be someone in Taylor's orbit. Like, I think it's somebody in Taylor's, like, crew or whatever.
I think that we could possibly give it to both of them. We could put Austin Butler up in that box.
I mean, just look it up, see what they say.
Yeah, see if we can get any more context on this mystery man. There is something very fitting about it being Austin Butler. I would say because Dune 2, you know, obviously you got hot takes on that. Very spicy
and the
takes
losers
on
can
Dune
go
2.
to the
And he played Elvis, so I feel like the aliens and, like, I feel like he's got a lot of history or whatever.
He gets so deep into character that this Taco Bell item will shake him out of character and he can finally be himself again.
I love that, Weiss. I think that is great.
But let's see who this mystery guy is.
Okay.
By the way, while Lamar's looking that up,
then the loser goes to the sandworm.
Yeah, loser goes to the sandworm, gets swallowed by Shai Hulud.
Pretty good.
I don't know if I've told you this before, Mitch. I don't think I've said it on my podcast. My alpha older brother, Nate Weiger, was in a Super Bowl halftime show.
He's just the man.
He was in,
this is crazy.
When Michael Jackson did the Super Bowl at the Rose Bowl, I believe. It was okay. Everything worked out. But no, it was like, I think he did Heal the World. I can't remember what it was, but he had one of his set pieces. He had a bunch of kids run out and cheer him on. And my brother was responsible for being like a kid wrangler. So he basically brought, because he was a little
So you're telling us your brother was a kid wrangler for Michael Jackson.
Oh my God. You're right. What? Oh, shit.
I mean, when you put it like that, it doesn't
Nate,
sound
what
great.
the hell?
No, it was like there was like a crowd of kids cheering him on from the audience, and so basically his job was like, we're going to run here, and then everyone's excited for Michael Jackson right now. You know, like everyone's cheering. And it was the one, but you might remember that the halftime show is the one where there were a bunch of different Michael Jackson impersonators, and they popped up like all over the venue. Like
that was great.
There's a puff of smoke. It's Michael Jackson. Like,
wait, no,
he's over there.
I was rewatching that halftime just recently.
Yeah, it's awesome. My brother's in that.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
He was young, I'm guessing.
He was a teenager, so he was like old enough where he would be like, I'm responsible for some like 8-year-olds or whatever. Yeah.
Was Michael Jackson like, children, let's hang out afterwards, except for that one. Hey, buddy, I'm down to hang.
Can we go to Neverland? Neverland Ranch?
Michael Jackson impression again. Great. I can't find this cat. I don't know. I don't know if anyone knows, but let's go to Austin. We'll go Austin then.
Yes, and also before the end of the tournament, we need to figure out the mystery of who this man in the box was.
Yes, yeah.
He looks like he's not fully black. He looks like he might be mixed, but he has curly hair. Like he looks like he could be related to Ice Spice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who's the man in the box?
That's pretty good.
But I think even if we didn't know who he
Stanley.
was, I think I was going to go with Austin anyway.
All right,
I think Austin.
I love it.
I'm with it. I'm with him. I want to see what he does with his career. I think he's going really fast, but
he's fast tracked. He was a good part of Dune 2, which I didn't love. But the winning item goes to Austin Butler to have him clarity, help him lose his Elvis voice, help him get back to who Austin Butler is.
Yeah.
The loser goes to a sandworm.
Wow, I love it.
Pretty good. I love it. I think it's pretty good.
Cool, yeah.
And I think that we should do this to add on to Carl's episode.
Okay, we'll take this segment and add it on.
Hey, we're the Doughboys. We fucked up and we forgot to do a big part of the tournament, but we're here to tell you the winner of the Taco Bell tournament
is going, as per the Lamar Woods rule, as per the Lamar Woods rule, to
Austin Butler.
Wow.
Let's go. Motherfucking Elvis What else he was in? Elvis, Dune. He's in an army show on Apple, I think. Holding it down.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What are you playing that?
He plays like the hippie guy, Tex. Yes. Yeah. He gets. Well, no spoilers, but he's.
Oh, okay, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to him, man. I think he's gonna do big things. So.
Wow.
Austin Butler. Hopefully, the item makes him be himself. He loses the Elvis.
That's right. He drops out of deep character, doesn't have the Elvis affectation, doesn't have the Faid-Rutha voice from Harkonnen voice from Dune Part 2.
Yes.
He can be himself again.
He can be himself again. And the loser is eaten by a sandworm.
Wow. Fitting.
Very fitting. Let's fucking go. Great time. Great episode, y'all.
Great episode.
We did it. For Whom the Bell Does, Munch Madness 2024, the Tournament of Chompions IX, Quiero Talk-O Bell continues on the main feed on Thursday with the final 2 Goop stages. Our guest today, Lamar Woods. Lamar, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thank y'all, man. I'm so glad. Thank you for being on my album, man.
The album is phenomenal. You should. Such a talented artist and a funny man, and you do so much great stuff, and people should listen to the album and buy it from your website. That's what I'll say.
Oh, yeah. So I want you to listen to it. So if you don't have the money, just go on Spotify, Apple, whatever. But if you want to support me, just go to lamar-woods.com and you can buy it right there, straight to your computer.
That's how I bought it.
You'll get a letter from me, too, like a thank you letter. It's real nice.
The album is called Highly Sensitive Person, and it's under your name, Lamar Woods, on all digital platforms.
Yeah, see if you can guess which one. I'm not going to tell you which one, Mike, because he's not credited on the album, but it's one of the skits.
What the fuck? Oh, sorry. Yeah, see if you can pick me out.
Yeah.
Like a real piece of shit.
There's several white guys on the album. You'll be able to pick it. We'll see. See if you can find it. There's also a conversation I have with my white friend, about having white friends. It could also be you.
Oh, that's a good point. Which is also very funny. Yeah.
There's we should shout out that Gossip Kings, your podcast with Carl Tart, is ending, and you're having a live stream finale, which I think comes out after this episode.
March 13th. So it's going to be after that. March 13th?
Yes, I believe so.
All right, March 13th. Yeah, we're going to do it right here at Headgum. We're going to live stream it. I know y'all want to see Carl find out who Gossip Girl is. It's going to be in real time. We got a cake.
This episode, that's tomorrow.
So tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's tomorrow. That's happening tomorrow. So come through. It's like, I think 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know why I'm doing it in this order. Or 4 p.m. Western time and something else. But it's going to be live, and we're going to have cake. We're going to have friends come by, and we're going to talk about it, and then that's it. After that, there's no more Gossip Girl for us. Wow. We did it. We watched the whole thing.
End of an era.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Or follow me up on Instagram, too. PROPH Matic on Instagram.
When our show ends, end of an era, ERROR.
Bye.
Yeah. Doughboys.